Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-race press conference for the 6 hours of Fuji. Our class winners after some epic and fantastic racing from all of our class winners today. We're going to start with our LMGTE Pro winners, and Toni, I'm going to speak to you first. Maximum points, second maximum points for 51 for the AF Corse Ferrari this season, and you did a mammoth stint, obviously exacerbated by the safety car start, but again, talk us through how the foundations of the win today were started by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the start was delayed by the poor visibility. I think was the right call from the race director. Especially the spray from the prototype cars, the visibility was very low. I could see basically 2 cars ahead of me behind the safety car. But I could feel a good grip from the tires. I was pretty confident. Obviously, you cannot do any mistakes, so I was at the time pushing, but at the same time taking it pretty easy. It was a close battle with Porsche. At some points of the race, they were really fast, but then you could see that after a few laps, the pace stabilized the same, and I could actually catch the back a little bit. And then it was difficult. It wasn't raining that much anymore, and we were waiting for that call for the slicks. And I don't know, after 3.5 hours or something, there was a full course yellow, and that was the time. And still coming into the pit lane, we didn't have the choice for the tires. And I said, what the hell, put the slicks. And that worked out. Jimmy went out after 2 laps. Third lap, he was fastest on the track. And we had the information that one of the P1 cars put the slicks earlier, and they had to go back on the intermediates or wet tires. So it was a, I mean, risky call, but it worked out really well. Our opponents at that time had to beat another time because they didn't change the tires to slick. So I think the positive things were our pace on a wet track, but then a good call from the pit wall and information I gave to them. So a great team effort.
Well done, Toni. Congratulations to you. Moving over to Jimmy. Jimmy, you took the checkered flag. Great day for AF Corse, a great day for Ferrari. Talk us through your race from taking over from Toni.
Yes, it was a fantastic day, like you said, for Ferrari. We are back in a good position where we should be, and it was a fantastic race. Toni did a great 3 hours first part of the race. He was able to be with Porsche in a very difficult condition, and like he said, he stopped in the right moment, and we make an early slicks call. I jumped in the car. It was very tricky first 2 laps, basically because I didn't know where it was wet, I didn't know where it was damp or slicks or dry, and it was just risky. But I kept the head down, and I said the other race we should have a good result. We didn't have, so let's pushing and see where we finish after 6 hours. And it works very well. I was able to pull away a gap, quite good gap, and it was really a nice team effort. Like Toni said, I'm very proud of all AF Corse Ferrari teams and my teammate. It's really a fantastic day, and we are back in hunting for the championship.
Well done, Jimmy. Congratulations to you and the team today. Moving over to our LMP2 victors. Congratulations to G-Drive Racing, number 26, Ligier Nissan. A great result for you guys, pole position and a win, and now leading the championship by, I make it 12 points, so a very successful weekend for you. Sam, I'll start with you. Started the race, extremely difficult conditions, especially in a coupe LMP2, I'm sure, with the screen and other challenges, but and the tyre challenge as well. Just talk us through, because I'm sure it's an extremely difficult few stints for you.
Yeah, it was difficult to call the tyres on the grid. We were having this discussion. I said I was more comfortable on the wets, the full wets, but it looked like it might kind of settle down and dry a little bit when we were on the grid. So we went for cut slicks, and we went for low downforce. And then it felt like under the safety car that the conditions just got worse and worse. And there was more standing water by the end of when the safety car came in than when we actually started under safety car conditions, when we pulled away from the grid, is what it felt like. Yeah, it was probably the toughest double stint I've ever done. Really, really tricky conditions just to keep the car on the circuit with the low downforce and the cut slip, but managed to keep my nose clean, Bruni in 3rd place, and then the 2 boys when it got a bit dry. did a good job, and obviously coming away with maximum points for the second weekend in a row has really helped our championship.
Well done, Sam. Good job. Moving over to Julien, you took over from Sam in the cockpit. Julien, you had a tremendous laps yesterday in qualifying. Another good performance today. And as Sam said, you're now in the lead of the championship, so you must be extremely happy.
Yes, it's amazing for us. After the bad race in Spa, we broke an engine, and now we lead the championship. The two last races will be very exciting. And for me, it's a tough race too. I killed the cut slicks after Sam, and I killed those tires 2 stints, so 4 stints on these tires. It was amazing because the car changed a lot and the track changed a lot. I begin on the wet, I finish on the dry. I finish. It's very hard work for me, but I was very happy of this result, and like this we could fight the two last races.
Well done, Julien. Congratulations, Sam and Julien getting 600 kilometres out of their tyres in the race today, which is extraordinary. So well done. Roman, an action-packed end to the race with you. A terrifically entertaining battle with Richard Bradley in the Oreca 05 Nissan. A couple of contacts there. How did you see it from the cockpit, those exciting battles that you had with Richard?
You know, first of all, it was quite important to manage the tires because we have to level steam them, and I knew that I have to take care of them because if I help them in the beginning, they will help me by the end. And it's exactly what happened. I think the LMG was faster than us at the beginning. Bradley was a little bit optimistic when he was talking on the first corner, and he completely missed it. And I was lucky to have a look on the right side, otherwise he could cut me twice. And then it was good racing, to be honest. It was fun. It's exactly for what we are here, to get some good fun, good moments. Was a little bit tricky with the Rebellion car because they have really not, they could just let me room a little bit, and it was much more interesting by the end of the day, but okay, it's their choice. And then it was a little bit go-kart move from KSMG, I think, because I started to take him in the turn 10, and then he changed the line in the last moment. It was a small contact, but this party was a little bit strange, and I think it's exactly what happened with Gustavo. I think he was changing the line too much to protect, and he was destroying the tires, pushing too much pressure on him by himself. So, but at the end of the day, we won, so it was better, and it was a good racing. And I think it's good to ride here after a good battle and leading the championship.
KCMG lost the championship. They didn't score points today. Any thoughts on the contact and the fairly contentious incident that occurred at the end there? Did you see much of it, or?
No, unfortunately I didn't see the contact with Gustavo, but as I could understand, they was changing the line too much. And normally you have to change the line once, and not in the last moment.
Okay, well done, Roman. Great performance from you and the team today. New championship leaders in LMP2, so well done to you and G-Drive Racing. We'll move over to our LMP1 Privateer class winners today, Nico Prost and Mathias Beche. Congratulations, guys. First win for Rebellion since Le Mans, first class win. So, yeah, Mathias, let's start with you. You began the race, and apart from a penalty, I think, which was for overtaking of the safety car, you drove a great few stints today.
Yeah, it was a trouble-free race, except this penalty, which we cannot understand at all. But, well, it's the decision, so we cannot do anything about it. But anyway, yeah, it was, as everybody says, it was a tricky condition. It was a good call to wait for the start, even though when it really started, it was, I think, worse than at the beginning of the race. Yeah, well, for us, it's very important, to finish some races, not to have any problems. We are still in a process to learn our engine and everything, so it's really good to go till the end. It was pretty fun in the car today because actually we had the Toyota behind and we thought we could maybe finish in front of them. So my last two stints I was just pushing like maximum that I can give and keeping on the black stuff of course, but it was nice to have at least a bit of battle with them, and unfortunately we just cannot cannot fight with four-wheel drive and with so much power. So, but it was a good team effort, and really want to thank the whole team and Nico that did a very solid job, not easy, early on slick enters. So thank you everyone for that.
Well done, Mathias. Good job. Moving over to Nico. Nico, you seem to have a fairly trouble-free, easy run today, although not easy in the track conditions. But you must have enjoyed it, and especially the development of the AER engine and the Rebellion R1 car.
Yeah, no, it was very nice to have a first trouble-free race with this car. We thought Austin it looked quite good for the first 4 or 5 hours, and then the last hour is a bit disappointing. Today was very tricky with the conditions, to pick the right tires at the right moment and not to try to stop every 30 minutes. But I think we had a good strategy on the tires, and yeah, we kept it on the track. The pace was quite good, so yeah, we're very happy with this race, and it's very important for our team.
Excellent, congratulations, well done, Nico. We move over to our LMGTE AM winners, Dempsey-Proton Racing with their Porsche 911 RSR. Congratulations, guys, a maiden class win in the FIA World Endurance Championship. We can start with Pat Long. You started the 6 hours of Fuji, very tricky conditions, and just talk us about how you adapted to these treacherous conditions today, Pat.
Yeah, it was quite challenging. Obviously, it started off very early as a game of strategy with the amateur drivers. We saw some of our competition pit early under the safety car before the race had even officially gone green and had changed their drivers. So the games had begun very early. I think the idea was to get the silver or bronze drivers in early when the drive time, we didn't know how long it was going to be yellow. From there, the strategy continued where we ran, 3 of us all ran on the same set of tires. Michelin had an unbelievable tire today, very durable, consistent. All the way to when we put our first set of slicks on, we ran 1 set of wets. So phenomenal call, pretty gutsy call by Jacques, our engineer, and the rest of the Proton team. My teammates had an unbelievable day. I think that's what made the race today. Patrick's pace in the beginning, in the wet, was just phenomenal. He was as quick as anybody out there, and you know, he found the limit a couple of times, but stayed cool and recovered. We were on the radio together the whole stint. And then Marco put in a very, very impressive drive and was able to put almost a lap on our competition. And from there, it was just about staying out of trouble and driving it home, and just a phenomenal day. Good job. Well done, Pat. Moving over to Patrick. Patrick, you a few months ago a Le Mans podium visitor, and now you're the winner of a World Championship class in a Porsche. How does that sound?
Yeah. Well, it feels great. You know, it was an extraordinary day from the beginning. You know, this country is so tranquil, and the fans are phenomenal, and there's just an overall feeling of calm here, and that's what started the day for me. And then coming to the track, and with the weather and the setting of this track in particular, it was just very special. And I tried to enjoy the process as much as possible. And we knew going in that the strategy was going to change, so you had to be adaptable and just be present. And that was really the key. Certainly when I got the call to get in the car, and then the conditions were horrendous, but it was like, I can't believe I'm here, and I'm really happy to be in it, you know, and to be with these drivers at this level with Porsche. It's been a phenomenal year, and just really tried to enjoy it and push it as far as I could. And made a couple of mistakes that I got really lucky and that I could recover from, but Patrick was giving me some great coaching on the radio that helped me tremendously, and had a long first stint, and then handed it over to Marco, who just drove a magnificent race, really, and just really made it happen for us. And once again, the Michelin tires, and this year, the support from Porsche to develop me as a driver in such a great way. I can't thank them enough. And you know, to be a part of this incredible series too. It's just, if you know, when I got out of the car, I had a lot of time to think, and it was great to watch the racing and the different classes and the quality and the professionalism, and you know how heated it got at times. And once again, just a tremendous honor to be a part of this whole group.
Well done, Patrick. You played your part and more today, so congratulations to you and the Dempsey-Proton racing team.
Thank you.
And Marco, an exceptional few stints for you. You really laid the foundations for the win today, as Pat and Patrick have said. You seem to be at one with the Porsche and the damp track at Fuji today. You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, I had quite fun out there. No, it was really good. I mean, to do it, you need also the car, you know, I mean, we had really a good car today, and I mean, one of the key factors, what Pat already mentioned, was that we could stay so long on the first set of tires, so that really helped us a lot. And I mean, I recognized that we were on a good run, but to be honest, when I came into the pits and I saw the gap, then I didn't realize that we could open up such a big gap. But I mean, everything went well. We didn't have any issues out there with contacts or a spin or something. I mean, the conditions were difficult, and we were. I think I had 3 times the call to pit now, and then another decision staying out again. Strategy-wise, it was quite a deal. But at the end, I mean, I'm really happy to be here now, and finally we made it now to the middle position of the podium. So that's really, I'm really happy about it and proud of it.
Tremendous job, well done to Marco, Seefried and our LMGTE winners and all our class winners today. Tremendous action, and we'll see you next time at the 6 Hours of Shanghai in 3 weeks' time. Thanks very much, gentlemen. Thank you.